Good Sunday evening. I hope you had a wonderful day of worship, for God is worthy to be praised perpetually. Because this is August 18th, we're in Proverbs 18 in the evening, and in verse 9, you all know that I just launched off, right, my son into college, and I feel such a peace and a gratitude about it. And we were the first ones at the dorm, so he was able to get his pickings as far as the location of his bed and the space that he would store his stuff. I thought it was 1 hour, but actually it was to start moving was to start an hour afterwards. But they let us in early, and we had, that's God's favor. And because I don't have any type of concern, this is confirmation, right? Because pouring in all the effort, all that I have. Verse 9 says, now it's up to you, right? It's up to you to carry on the work. And verse 9 says, he also that is slothful. If you are not managing your time, picking up, your books, really listening to the Lord as far as, okay, it's good to, chill out, but you got to study here. He that is slothful in his work is brother. You're a sibling to him that is a great waster, a vandal. And you just wasted all that the Lord has, blessed you with, the gifts, right? A man's gift or a woman's gift or a girl or a boy's gift will make room for them and bring them before great men. I believe that's in verse 16. So the Lord has so many promises and big things for his people, but we have to do our part. We can't just be vegging out a Netflix and just doing nothing and just letting days go. No, God has so many great plans for us. What else? A man's belly, a woman's belly shall be satisfied, right? Your family shall be satisfied with the speaking ability, what the words that comes out of your mouth, right? The Lord says that, that's in verse 20. And with the increase of your lips shall you be filled, as we are open. And then we know the next verse says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it, whatever that we are speaking, whatever that's in our heart, if we have delight in it, oh my goodness, we're going to love it. But if we're filling our, heart with all this darkness and it's going to come out of our mouth, we're going to have to eat that, right? With the words we eat. We are in Judges 20, and it follows that tragic story that we touched on earlier about the woman. And a lot of people thought that her husband sliced her up, while she was alive. No, what happened was that she was raped continually all night, and they raped her to death. Oh my goodness. And because of that, she pretty much collapsed, or her body was just like thrown on the doorstep. And then that's when the husband sliced her and sent her parts throughout all 12 tribes of Israel. Anyway, in the next chapter, Israel is fighting their close relatives, the Benjamites, because Gibeah was in that region. They're the ones who did this terrible thing to this woman. And something that really spoke to me is verse 23, because Israel's like, man, these are our kin. And what they did is they went before the Lord and they said, is this your will for us to fight and to, go again against them? Because the first two times, they were defeated. But the Lord gave them victory the third time. Something that's very important, Judges 20:23, when it feels like that we're, losing and our efforts are just all for naught. What do? We do what they did. And the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until even, and asked counsel of the Lord. Shall we go again to battle against the children of Benjamin, our brother? And the Lord said, go against him. go up against him. The Lord will give clear direction even when it seems like we are just like, oh my goodness, we are failing, we are not winning, we are not gaining any ground. Let's spend some time getting that clarity as far as the direction that the Lord would give us. He has that communication for each one of his children as we abide in his presence. Oh yes, he does. Even something as negative, those circumstances, God still can get the glory and lead us and guide us. And he wants us to have victory. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening seeking the Lord's counsel, and know that he has plans for each one of us as we fill our heart with the good things of the Lord. Have a good evening.